What am I going to remove? Grim Feast, we don't use it anyway. And then, so now I can reduce enemies' fire resistance with 32%, and I do mainly fire damage. That's gonna be crazy. Decaying Hex? What? I don't think we want that. Unleash? Supporters spells gain a seal. Oh yeah, this is what I don't understand. Yeah, that's too much text. Trigger Doom Blast when cursed from supporter skills. Okay, what is Doom Blast? That sounds fucking cool. Let's start with this one just to get it 25% better. I'm really thinking about Doom Blast just because it sounds so fucking badass. Cause no. Gain Arcane Surge for 8 seconds after spending a total of 100% of your maximum mana on support skills. Not gonna happen. Support skills have 25% more cast speed. We could do that, but Impending Doom also sounds so fucking badass. Oh, Doom Blast, yeah. What is a Doom Blast? Okay, so if I go in here, I can see it. Deals base cast damage equal to 15% of your current mana. Ah, that's not gonna be that amazing, is it? So that could be a maximum of, what, 60 damage? It sounds cooler before reading about it. Let's just give it more, what is called cast speed. So I don't really care about Bone Storm, I never really use it. Don't really use raised zombies either. If I... No, I think we're good with putting flammability there. What is this monstrosity thing? Oh my god. Okay. Enter the jungle ruins to search for the Mudland waterways. Okay. Is it this way? No. Where are we going? So yesterday I got the Flamey Doggo, which is probably like seems like a huge durability buff. Okay, so I do need to run over there on my own 2 legs. What a shame.
This jungle has flourished since the fall of the Varl. Let it now know darkness. I will put you down.
So minus 40% fire resist. Seems decent. Let's get some power charges so we can make super zombies. I'm wondering what key would be nice to have it on. This is a dead end, right? No. No, it wasn't. Oh shit, it's super expensive mana-wise. So I definitely can't spam that. Oh shit. Whoa. Are you playing as well, Princess? Or are you on your way home from work or something? Or prioritizing real life? I'm playing. Nice. What level am I? 33? Oh. So it's like a zombie with a snake on it? Just weird. I don't think I would intuitively know where I can walk and where I cannot walk on this map without looking at the minimap. Oh, there's a delay to it? See, I need to read about this skill. Curse applies after 1 second delay. Okay. Oh, shit. So he didn't get it. So I need to predict where people are gonna be in a second. Nice. Nothing too interesting now. Oh yeah, I'm not using firewalls anymore today. For some reason. That would also only be super good with the new flammability curse. Hello, random man that I'm just robbing, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
got the goods. If you've got the coin.
This seems like a very strong bow. Do you what equipment do you use, Vinces?
I see.
Do you want like the strongest bow in the game, or I have no idea how strong it actually is. Or do you use quarterstaffs? Crossbow? Is this good? Or am I completely off with what's good for bows? It just seems good because it have all of that add damage thingies.
Bit of a treasure hunter yourself, I see.
Max energy shield. No, not really very low rolls. Okay. Well, never mind then.
Quite the find. Watch
Why
for
are
snakes.
you talking?
And we trashed it. And it's the first time I actually looked at damage on a bow. Let's get some more raging spirits. Sweet. This build just feels so fucking strong now, man. And it was fun to see myself included, but okay, I did feel disillusioned with minions in the beginning, but I didn't make a Reddit post while crying about it. So it's fun to see how many people felt the need to make a Reddit post saying that minions were really bad and they just died all the time. Which, to be fair, I had the exact same feelings. But we solved it. We fought through the crucible of suffering. We became stronger. Minions are fun. They are really fun now. They are not so fun when they just die all the time and don't do any damage. But yeah, I love minions. It's very rare for me to play a game where I cannot play a minion class. It was like an RPG or something. So of course in Diablo 2 I mainly played Necromancer, but I had no idea how to make it work. like I couldn't get the pets to be good compared to barbarian and sorcerers. So I did end up maining like everything else except for necromancer just because I couldn't figure it out. And I was too young to think. What's this? 20% reduced life regen, no. All damage is taken from mana before life. 50% less mana recovery. It could be kind of good actually. Mana isn't that important to me. My pets are free and they will come back. Like an evil necromancer sending his minions to poor villages. Yeah. If you really like necromancer lore and those kind of things, I would strongly recommend looking into the Warhammer lore of necromancy. They have a really cool origin story with Nagash. I think it's called. Oh, what is the first book called? Nagash the Sorcerer or something like that. I have them over there. But it's a really cool read. And that is my favorite necromancer lore and necromancer universe. I'm not that deep in the lore. Yeah, Warhammer Fantasy, yeah. So Nagash is the guy who creates necromancy, and before him necromancy didn't exist. Etc. does not serve. True. He just dies. So Nagash was the firstborn of the Khemri kingdom, and the firstborn always serves as the high priest as a position of honor. But as a high priest you don't really have any power. The pharaoh has the power, and Nagash wanted power. He didn't want to serve, and he didn't want honor, anything like that. So he plotted and planned how to take the power from his brother, who was the second born and therefore became the pharaoh. So what he does is that he, and if you don't want spoilers, you can mute now. Some spoilers will be included, but it's the beginning of the book. The books of Nagash. Yeah, exactly. So what Nagash does is that he, I don't remember how, but somehow he gets hold of 2 dark elf prisoners and holds them secret, and then he forces them to, well, he tells them, if you teach me magic, then I will let you free. I think it's something like that. And then he has no talent for magic at all, and he cannot sense the winds of magic, and like it's just not working. So as a very last precaution, which they say should never be used and so on, they imbue blood with magic, and then by drinking that, Nagash now can start to see the winds of magic and start feel it and start manipulating it. So, but that is the only way he can hold and control the winds of magic. So he keeps doing that, and that means like sacrifices needs to be made, and then he keeps practicing and keeps becoming stronger and stronger in magic, and then it just escalates from there. It is a really good read, and it is 3 very well written books. And the early Warhammer lore, like there's a lot of interconnectivity in it, and there's a lot of stuff that like it really just, yeah, it really makes the world feel like a living place and like a interconnected place instead of these individual stories. Yeah, honey?
먹었어?
Not really. I can finish it.
물도? 바로 치킨.
Yeah.
음료수는?
Onion.
음료수.
Yeah, that would also be nice.
뭐 있지? 파란색 아니면 까만색?
Do we have more paran색?
I think so. 그럼 파란색?
Let's do paran색. 감사합니다. I think I'm gonna wait. Good storytelling that connects the smaller long stories in that universe, yeah. But like, if you read the book series is called Time of Legends, I believe. It starts by talking with how Sigmar founds the Empire, how he connects all the different clans and actually build it into something that can turn into an empire and a real kingdom instead of just random savages. How he does that and all of that, and then it talks about the rise of Nagash, and it also talks about some Dark Elf stuff, I believe. And maybe the war between the dwarves and the elves and why they're no longer friends, and how Malekith became the eternal betrayer or something like that, because it was due to Malekith's machinations. That's the reason the war between the elves and the dwarves started, and I think they call it. Do they call it the grudges of 1,000 beards or 10,000 beards or something? I think that's the dwarf name for the war. Tax cat? 너무 사랑스러워. 너무 감사합니다. Tax cat. It was written in the Book of Grudges, yeah. And only with blood can a grudge be erased. Do you know that every entry in the Book of Grudge is written in blood? So the High King has, like, they have the thimble where you usually have oil, but they fill it up with blood in order to write the grudges. And they have the Great Book of Grudges, but every stronghold also have their own Book of Grudges. And then every whatever they meet up, and then they align the Book of Grudges, and all of the like grudges from the smaller books, they get written into the big, like the Great Book of Grudges. The Dwarfsman never crossed them. And I think, like, if you look at the dwarves from Warhammer universe, it's a very interesting telling of how you shouldn't be too stubborn and wear too many grudges, because what really is the downfall of dwarves is their inability to forget the past and move on. And they would sacrifice thousands of dwarves to try to erase one grudge, and that is the downfall of the kingdom and their their what is it called, like their greatness or whatever. And I think it's a very interesting very interesting perspective. The hooded one. Hello, Deckard Kane.
How can I advise you?
We've been evil in the... Some pretty things, yes?
This is relatively good. It's a really strong one. If it only gave plus 50 spirit, then I would definitely be using it. Unfortunately, it doesn't.
My tribe could use that.
Sit down and listen. Stay a while and listen.
I'll take it.
Yeah, okay. Stay a while and listen.
Don't eat anything colorful.
It's such a famous quote. What do I even want to upgrade here? Maybe the flame wall? Because why not? Is there anything I kind of need? No. I think I'm good with not using the support gems. I don't know what this is. Grants immunity to shock. That sounds kind of good. Used when you become shocked. Recover 4 mana when used. But shocked also isn't really that crazy. Damn, he was not in the last games anymore. Yeah, you will never see Deckard Cain again. Unless they're gonna do like a prequel where they retcon a lot of the lore. But it would be really cool to have a Diablo show, like an anime or something like that, where they explore the characters and go into depth. Because Diablo has a lot of cool lore. And I think it could become really popular if they didn't try to retcon it too much and make it appeal to modern audiences, but if they just told the story they've been working 20 years to make. Like 100 years before Diablo 1. Is he that old? Yes, he is quite old. So if I reduce the fire resistance of a fire snake, do they hurt themselves? It's just so strong. I feel like there's never a chance of me dying. Not like Brotherhood. The last one was quite strong. That was a good run. I was very happy with the Brotherhood run. It was solid. Thought about if it would be fun to try to do some community games at some point, where we find some kind of free game or super cheap game or a game we all have, and then we just get together and play. You'd be up for that? It could be really fun. I think the hardest part is gonna find a game. And like, we will never be able to get everybody in the same game. I think that will be doomed from the beginning. So we just need to find something that most people are willing to join and have fun with. That would be fun, and being the noob I am, I will let you all carry me. Yeah, it should really be about having fun and not try-harding. Wait, why can I not? Oh my god, there's a chest in the way. Wasn't there some talks about Age of Darkness releasing a multiplayer thingy? It would be it could be really messed up playing that. It probably can't get too many people in there. But still could be fun. We could also try Dark and Darker at Dark Side. When you're all fighting monster cat. Oh, what's that chest? Yeah. Then it sounds like we should play Dark and Darker with you, cat. That is a free game, so it should be quite easy to get people on board. A checkpoint. Always be cautious when you see a checkpoint. That is why the bosses live. Now we need to talk to someone. Lightning damage can shock you, increasing damage taken. Oh, like that. Grants 25% increased stun threshold. Increased elemental ailment threshold. Increased mana regeneration rate. I'm thinking stun threshold, but I don't really get stunned. I'm too cool for that. And I really don't like poisons. I know Spooky Boost likes being poisoned, but I think that's the Irish side of her.
Don't drink the water.
No. We do the anti-poison thing. Hey, we chose our poison. Run for me. Well, I chose to take less damage from poison. Oh yeah, I guess that would still be good in that aspect. So rum. I would like to have that though. Can I ask what country you're from, Kat? Like I'm thinking, what do you call it? I guess Latin America, but not entirely. Maybe I've asked before, but I've forgotten, I'm sorry. Philippines, close. Kinda samey. Philippines. I'm gonna say this like it has any impact on you. One of my friends have a wife from the Philippines. So you can deal with that info as you wish. Close, basically saying yeah. Like humid countries, warm countries, like, or warm and humid. It's basically the same, just on different places of the globe. I think Philippines are better at English though. And no snow, exactly. And plenty of sun. Must be really weird living there, seeing the sun all the time. Like, what is it? It's like 18 now. Let me see. It's like 6 o'clock where I live, and it's completely it's been pitch black outside for 2 hours now. Like we don't have sun here. Maybe I go up to the infested barrens. What are daylight hours there? Let me see. The sun. Let me just double check what Apple is saying. So tomorrow the sunrise is 8:30, and sunset is 15:30. Sun, never heard that before. So yeah, our sun sets at 15:30 these days. And I don't think we've had the shortest day of the year yet. Check Helsinki. I made a funny joke about Helsinki recently. Helsinki. Ooh, you guys are worse. The sunrise 9:15 and sunset is 15:12. God, I would not wake up, get out of bed if there's no sun. Okay, Cat. So what you have to understand is we wake up during the dark, it's pitch black. And then we go to work, and then the sun rises, and the sun shines, and then it sets, and then we're off work and go home. So during these winter months, most of us never see the sun. Or like we see the sun from the window of the office. It felt like 6 p.m. at 2 p.m. Yeah. So to be fair, it's really cozy weather to have a lot of Christmas lights and such. But if you're looking for very sunny weather, yeah, you're not gonna find that in Scandinavia. Well, during the summer it's completely opposite. During the summer, the sun is up like 18 or 20 hours a day. So it can get relatively hard to fall asleep because when you go to bed at like 22, the sun is still there. It's not that dark yet. It was lovely, there were lots of nice lights and stuff, so it felt really nice, yeah. You just have to turn it into your advantage, then it becomes a quite nice environment. I think the biggest benefit of Helsinki is that Supercell is there, which I would say is by far the best mobile game developer. And if I were to work in gaming, I would want to work at them. Can I ask what you were doing in Helsinki? Not enjoying the sun, at least. I guess nobody's doing that. Do you have... Can you go far enough north in Helsinki to where the sun never sets and it never rises? No, you can't, right? Because you have... Don't you have Sweden above you? I think Sweden is cut blocking you on the north, isn't it? Or am I misremembering my geography? It sounds really nice, Spooky Brute. Getting to see other countries while visiting family. Ooh. What do you call these orangey things? What am I doing here? I want to get rid of these, I think. Rare? No, unique or legendary? Rare are just yellows. Google Uchushki sunrise. How do you say that? Uchoki? Uchoki? No mystic. I don't think that's mystic in Path of Exile, is there? I think that's mostly gacha rarity.
Yes.
Unique is best tier. Is this unique?
Things, yes.
Yeah, this must be a unique, right? Because it has a name. Projectile split towards +2 targets. That must be good. But uniques are usually just that. Unique rares are better with good rolls.
My tribe could use that.
Oh my god, these doesn't even give movement speed. Trash boots. They're not. They're fine, I guess. Let's just
I'll
ditch
take
them.
it.
Okay, so that removes 15% of life recovered from mana when used. Okay, that's fine. Sounded quite
My
strong.
tribe could use that.
Alright, what are these? No, no, no. No, 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 no. We don't talk about brew. No, no, no.
Won't eat anything.
Where do I... Oh, salvage here. So currently in Uchoki, sun doesn't rise. You'll see it next time in January. It is a little bit unrelated, I will admit, but it does remind me that Japan is apparently experiencing a matcha shortage. And they said they will continue to have a matcha shortage until June next year. So until then, you just can't really buy a lot of matcha in Japan. Yeah. It sounds a little bit interesting, but yeah. So what can I get with a level 2 support gem? Armor explosion. That sounds very fucking strong. No, I love matcha. Matcha's going to the best. Wait. Have you been to Asia Spooky Boost? Because they have matcha ice cream everywhere. Like my wife's favorite ice cream is matcha ice cream. And when we go to Korea, she eats everything matcha. Like personally, I don't like the flavor. I don't understand it. But I get it for her every single time, and as often as we can, because she loves it, and it's really hard to get here. Avocado ice cream. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, are we just talking about weird flavors for ice cream now? Wait, minions from support skills deal 30% more damage and take 20% more damage. Okay, where's my Raging Spirits? Where did that go? This Feeding Frenzy, that's gonna be fucking sick. Lightning damage from support skills contributes to electrocution buildup. Nah. Just think of a fruit and maybe there's an ice cream for it. I will put pic of my matcha scone on Discord. Do that. I think my wife would love to see it. Support skills penetrate 30% fire resistance. Fuck. That's much better than anything they have right now. Infernal Legion. Okay, I think these are the ones we're gonna need. Minions from support skills take 20% of their max life as fire damage per second, so they're gonna last 5 seconds. Minions from support skills ignite enemies within a radius of 1.5 meter as though dealing base fire damage equal to 20% of. Okay, let's do that. Support skills 25% more weapon elemental damage. What does that mean? Weapon skill. Support skills deal 25% more weapon elemental damage. What? Soul Thief. Wildfire. Oh my god. Ignite inflicted by support skills spread to other enemies that stay within 1.5 meters for 2 seconds. Ah, okay. So more fire damage? Yeah, I think we do more fire damage. Then where are you, my raging spirits? Guess we can do this one, then they can explode some more. I'm gonna put this one in this stash, but not really sure why. Is there anything I want to upgrade to level 9? Zombies doesn't feel that good. Flammability. Curse radius is bigger and it lasts longer. But it's such a minimal upgrade. Let's just do the offering. I don't know why. Let me see if you sent a picture. Let's open this in browser.
Literally, I just scraped.
Oh, there, yes. This looks really good. I think my wife would love this. It looks like moss, but I'm sure it tastes better. Eating cheese, the most precious thing I've ever heard of. Matcha is Japanese. Well, I think all Asian countries have some kind of matcha. We just familiar with the Japanese word. But vintage, to be fair, it looks like moss, right? But it also tastes like moss. It tastes like how you would expect moss to taste. I think that is a very apt description. It tastes like tasty grass. Yeah. With a hint of tea. And doesn't that just sound lovely? Where am I going? Okay, so I need to find its own thing. Let me see if there's a waypoint in here. Oh, nice.
Colorful here, but deadly. I suppose it's all right.
I wonder what happens if I put the Burning Legion thing in the Hound. this one. So where is it? This one. Infernal Legion. I say I put it in here instead. Just. Then you don't really take damage. Wifey might like them. I do very much. I will send you a recipe. Please do. I think my wife would love them. She made chestnut scones recently. Because that is also very Korean. The Hound is just doing tons of damage now. He also dies a little bit. Let's try to keep him alive. I like him as basically as a little durability buff rather than damage. I think I have plenty of damage with other stuff. So it is quite important that I stay alive. Chestnut scones, that sounds amazing, yeah. Like, Korea is a big chestnut country, like they love eating it in the autumn. And then you can just get everything chestnut. And of course scones are one of those things. So we've also made like a scone, like a chestnut cream and such, like a hue cream. You have your own scone recipe book. Okay, that is probably, that is basically as British as sauna is for Finnish. Having your own scone recipe book. I think the only way it could be more British is if you talked about reading it at the pub. Is Ireland not part of Great Britain? Not British? No? Then it's part of United Kingdom. Oh, it's not my fault you have such a weird system. Just go back to the good old days when you used to be British. Spooky boosters are bread. I think I almost feel bad that it wasn't even trolling on purpose. You mean Great Britain? No, I think Great Britain, that's just the island. Like England and Scotland and Wales. And I think United Kingdom is all of the things. Green Britain. Ah, okay, not great. Okay, so it wasn't a typo. I just assumed it was a typo. My bad, I didn't get the joke. But Green Britain, that's funny too. We were colonized by Britain for many years, and we're not the Republic or Ireland. We fought hard for our freedom. What about North Ireland? Isn't that part of England, like a part of Britain or something like that? Isn't there some division up there? Northern Ireland has its own problems. Oh, fair enough. Some bug? Well, now I need to go to that wetlands. Wait, I came from those wetlands.
A bog, overrun by savages. Time to have some fun.
You are
Jesus,
confident?
she's crazy.
Fine, ignorant duck.
What is this area? Okay. Like, Dublin is not in the UK, thankfully. Okay. I need to look something up. Like, what is the differences between UK, Great Britain? I know England, but this is not very telling. So United Kingdom is all of... No, I don't get it. Is Great Britain the island? Okay, let me just read, I guess. The United Kingdom, commonly referred to as the UK, England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Okay. Great Britain is then... It does not include Northern Ireland, what? So so no terms also include Ireland, I see. England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland makes up the UK. Doesn't that make you feel left out, Boogie Boost? Like everybody is part of the UK except for you. You're just sitting over there in the corner all alone. Now it makes me feel sad for the rest. But I mean, they voted for Brexit, but that's not a stream convo. We can talk about Brexit. A jewel circuit? I don't have any jewels. Not to talk politics, but after they left EU, the UK economy kind of sucks nowadays. Yeah. I think most of the people who voted for Brexit doesn't really understand what Brexit actually implied. And I saw some documentary talking about how Brexit was the first big scale test of how a company could manipulate government elections for money. So they were hired to help Brexit win, and they just used like all the tricks in the book with social media and misinformation and fake news and so on, and it worked. Yeah, they kind of screwed themselves. Yeah. Wasn't there some talks about UK wanting to join the EU again? Like personally, I think if UK wants to join EU again, we should welcome them. But they cannot get the same benefits they had before. But they can become a member state. That's not a problem. But they cannot enjoy the same luxury they did as one of the founding members after trying to leave or after actually leaving. But they spent so much money on Brexit and trying to set up all of that customs and all that shit and all the taxes and tariffs and so on. Don't they need to rejoin the list to rejoin EU? I didn't even know there is a list. I don't know how it actually works to join the EU. My understanding is we are saying like the EU is saying no to some countries, but I didn't know there was like a wait list or whatever. And I'm not sure if that's the right term to use either. It's a long process. Yeah. Everything bureaucratic is a long process. So how do I put this one in there? Oh. Well, this is probably the most useless jewel I can use, but I think it's the only one I have. I feel bad for the people who wanted to stay. Yeah. You mean the rational people. But I also feel bad for America. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad over the next 4 years. But there's definitely not happy days ahead. I think compared to that, Brexit is quite tame. Oh shit. Sad for the farmers. It does feel like the UK farmers is having a tough time or is complaining a lot. I don't know a lot about it. I just watch Clarkson's like the farm, and they talked about some demonstrations and some unhappiness. And I see in the news that I think it's the British farmers who like to protest by smearing shit on buildings and such. That's a great show. It is a great show. I really like it. I think it's really fun. I think he's a very entertaining person, albeit a terrible human being. But what he does is really fun. But I don't share. I share almost none of the same views or beliefs or values that he does. The only I'm not interested in cars or anything like that, but I always watch Top Gear because of the presenters, James May, Richard Hammond, and Jeremy Clarkson. I think they were all very funny people, and they all came together so well. So whenever they left Top Gear, I never saw another episode. Oh, what the fuck? So I'm fighting a biker witch? Like, I'm so confused right now. Fuck. I'm not that good at dodging this one. And when she's doing this, I don't know what's going on. What the fuck? Okay. How come I'm using so much mana now? Did I take something so I lose mana instead of health? As long as I kill her, it's fine. Jesus Christ, my flames were stronger. The cast, not just the people. No, fuck the cast, man. Only the people. I always skip when they were actually reviewing a car. Like when they did the before, like the test around the lab and such. Oh my god. Plus 30 more spirit. Fucking crazy. I don't care about cast and minion death. Yeah, so let's get more ragier spirits. Let's go. I watched the Grand Tour. I'm not sure I've seen all of it. Intense boss fight. What's the boss music? I think the first 1 or 2 seasons of the Grand Tour was super bad, but I appreciate that they were trying new things and they didn't just want to do the same formula as they did on Top Gear. I also think they realized that the formula they did on Top Gear worked, so they went back to doing it, but just did like the specials, which was the part I enjoyed the most. So I was very happy they removed the car section of the show and just focus on the fun section.
Bye-bye.
And I think they did a lot of good episodes on the Grand Tour. I don't think any of them... I think they did more good specials for Top Gear than they did good episodes for Grand Tour. Yeah, the first season was super strange. There was some cringy moments where they tried to act some things
What do you
that
think
didn't
you're
really
doing?
land super well.
Farewell.
But I really appreciate they tried it, and I appreciate that Amazon let them try it, and that they got more than just one season. Let's put this somewhere.
Yes, I'll take it. Keep your eyes.
And they were allowed to swear. That was nice. I never really noticed that. BBC don't allow that. I can imagine. BBC probably tries to be very proper and very correct. Okay, let me go pee and I'll be back. I'm gonna hit you with a 3-minute ad, so we hopefully have less ads when I get back. Be right back, guys. Maybe someday, well, I'm thinking would a 12-hour stream be fun? What would we do for 12 hours? I think it has to be has to be organically 12 hours. And if it becomes a forced 12-hour stream, then it's not gonna be fun. Or the chances of it being fun are lower. And I think that would be a shame. Play PoE. I don't think I can play any one game for 12 hours straight. I don't think I am. That's not where I am mentally anymore, I think. I'd go for a few different games, yeah. Realistically, you only need like 3 to 5 different games, maybe. Because if you just play 4 games for 3 hours, then that's 12 hours right there. Have you played Mountain Blade Bannerlord? Yep. I've beaten it a couple of times and then I started installing harder mods. So there's also a Warhammer the Old World mod to it, and it's so good. I really like it. I also played Mountain Blade quite a lot. It is a really cool game. What do you usually play in Bannerlord? Like, I always gravitate towards the same choices, even when I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna try this different kingdom and I'm gonna try this different playstyle. Then it kind of works for the first couple of hours, and then I just slowly gravitate towards how I usually play. And then I just end up with like the same game every single time. I have such a hard time being creative and unique because I just like doing what I like doing, and that is just one single thing, or like it is very set and it doesn't really change. So what I loved most was the trading, just running around map looking for profits. I did that too. I did that so much.
Another corpse to serve me.
But I combat-wise, javelins and bows, nice. So the reason I usually focused on trading, that was because you could get you could get something out of it when you reach a certain trading level. What was it? It was clan level or something. And then when you got that high enough, then you could get bigger and more armies and so on, earning you even more money. I also did some solo challenges where I tried to get as far as possible without army. What the fuck? Honestly, I think that's quite possible, especially if you cheese the game, and it is very cheesable. Yeah. You do need to cheese a shit ton. And you can cheese a shit ton. My understanding is you can run away like once or twice or something from a combat, so you can go in and you can fight and do damage, like do as much damage as you can. And then when you're getting close to dying, you can kind of just flee the battle, and then you can fight again. And you can do that X amount of times just to make it easier. As long as you're above 25%, you can run away, no limit. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, so just never get below 25% and just keep running away. But when you fall below 25%, you get captured. I see, when you run. Makes sense. I didn't even... Oh, wait. What are we doing? I can have another arsonist. Oh my god, and I didn't even do that. 7 arsonists, 2 warriors. Let's go. So fucking crazy. I almost have 300 spirit. It would be so crazy if Bannerlord had multiplayer. That would be so fun. I think this is gonna sound weird, but bear with me. The developers of Mount and Blade game series, I don't think they're good game developers. And what I mean by that is that their games are very broken and very busted, and it's usually kept alive and fixed by the modding community, kind of like Bethesda. But they're very good at making, like, they made a new and unique game and they made it very fun. So game design wise and game experience, they are very good game developers, but they're not very good technical game developers. And I honestly think the technical part of game development is less important than the fun part. Like, as long as the game is fun, people don't really care. What is this? Like, why am I dying here? What am I taking damage from?
Out of mana. More mana.
Is it just poison or something? Like, I really don't know why I'm taking damage. What's this? Is it being frozen or something? Okay. Oh my god, just stay down here and take some damage. Doesn't it? I think it has some sort of multiplayer, does it? It could be.
I need more time.
I just don't think it has multiplayer. Ah, my healing takes mana, now I remember. Okay. So every time I use a healing potion, I also use mana. No, that's fine.
Out of mana.
Out of mana. Sweet!
No. A relic of chaos, it seems.
What? Okay, so there are combat modes in multiplayer. Like Siege and Team Deathmatch, but not the campaign part. Ah, okay. So you basically get... What is it called? That's this game where you can kind of just punch each other in the face with medieval weapons.
I'll take it.
+1 to level of all melee skills. Sounds kind of good. Plus 63% physical damage. Wait, what? Yeah, that was the one. Chivalry.
My tribe could use that.
You remember that way faster. I used to play that with friends as well. It was quite fun.
Take care.
It was such a fun game. And it was quite skill-based. If, like... And that's how I remember it, at least. If you were better than the others, you would basically always win the fighting. Of course, there was the chance that someone would just shoot you in the head with an arrow, but... Final use for the inscribed ultimatum. Enter Jiquani's machinarium. What? Temple of Chaos. Is that where I came from? Or should I go there? Have I? Okay. Temple of Chaos, I've been there. Need to find this one. Oh my god, I'm getting so close. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. It's gonna be so insane. Chivalry. It makes me think of Reign of Kings. A game lost to time.
Too soon.
The legend, yeah. But there's still servers up, so it could make sense someday to try and play. You need to revive that game, just buy the rights to it. I think if you want to start like if you start considering buying the rights and such, I think it's easier just to make a very similar game. It's not like they have a trademark on it or anything. And just spend the money like that. Yeah. When I get enough money, there's a lot of like game projects I want to start and make. We'll see. We'll see if we get there. Right now we're mostly focused on projects in real estate and normal software development. Stocks isn't really a project, that's just investment. Do you have a wolf skelly minion? I just noticed. Yeah, it's more like a firehound. I think it's called isn't it a firehound? So I just have a Bernie doggo. Just burns everything around it. And it absorbs some of my damage.
Someone ought to cut all this back.
Oh. I feel like there's gonna be a bad boss fight. Or an annoying boss fight.
That beast was odd. I was fond of it.
Nice. It's a really good doggo. So I just increased its max health, and its ability is that it burns enemies around it based on its max health. And then it takes like 20% of my damage instead of me. So I'm just buffing it up with health, so I live longer. But that also increases its damage. So it's like win-win. We need more minion army, yeah, we do. So what determines how many minions I can have is my spirit, which is shown around this. You can see a little bit down here, but I have 8 remaining and I have a max of 283 right now. So I'm reserving like a shit ton of spirit using these arsonists. I'm reserving 210. No, what? So 245 is being reserved on these guys. But that doesn't make sense. What is the rest being used for? So if I remove all of these, then you can see. So that I'm using 30 for something I don't remember. Is that being used by raging spirits? Yeah. So 30 for these guys. And then 240 for these.
It's not time to kill them all.
So what I will get soonish is this one that reduces, like minions have 12% reduced reservation.
Need a guy?
So hopefully that will allow me to have a lot more minions. And I can also get more spirit on items. Such as here I'm getting plus 37 and this one is giving me plus 50. Thank you very much, Princess. So I just need to find more of that kind of those things. What's this? Amulet. Okay, my amulet is significantly better.
Ah, it's a deal. Be wary.
Ooh, exalted orb. Wasn't that the thing you scammed from me, Ventus? No, it was alchemy. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, orb of alchemy or something. I like how you don't correct the scabbing part. You're just correcting what thing it was that was traded or exchanged. I think after Ventus saw how strong I made minions, he had a hard time staying away, so he made a witch afterwards. Which is, yeah, he's using minions too.
Oh my, greedy fools.
We need to figure out how to, like... Okay. Yeah, we need to figure out how we're gonna play together, Princess. Because it seems like a shame if you don't get progress while playing with me if I'm ahead, and vice versa. I have two characters, a witch that I made after magics, which uses minions. I only play that as a solo, and then mercenary, which uses crossbow, which I play with my girlfriend. Good times. Being on to get this game looks fun. It is very fun. I was very hesitant and I wasn't like I didn't plan on really playing it. Oh yeah, I don't need to go to Temple of Chaos, that's where I come from. Infested Barons. Wait, how? I cannot come from both places. I have been there. Here all challenges were welcome regardless. Okay, let's try that. Natix, well, the one who is further ahead can always jump to the Earth campaign. Maybe could have caught up to you today, but you started too early. There was no nap today. It's amazing. It was really nice. So doing Act 3 trial now, maybe for more ascendancy points. I don't know if you're gonna manage to catch up.
Before chaos.
Monsters cannot be slowed or stunned, that's okay. Rare monsters have 2 additional modifiers. 30% increased rare monsters. Challenge area contains turrets that will periodically fire lightning projectiles. No, fuck that shit. Let's get more rare stuff. Can I reroll this? I don't want this.
Exceptions are more common than you think.
I've definitely spent a lot of time on the visuals of the game.
Yes.
Quite cool.
Let me in.
Wait, they... Yeah, I was gonna say they're not making any corpses, but... No, 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 no. Jesus Christ, he's being slapped around.
The corpse to serve me.
Defeat all the monsters. But they're running away. So I think there's a good time to tell you that the early access only has 3 acts. What? Full game will have 6, but after you complete the 3, you will need to do them again, but with harder to do the end game. Okay, so it works kind of like Diablo works. So you do them once and then you do them again on a higher difficulty. What is this game? Do I need to go up here? Is that... I mean, that's not a thing. So if you get anything in the early access, will transfer when the full game is released. And the repeating of content is only in early access. Yeah, that's fine. Jesus, they got pooped. Characters will not. What? What? So I'm wasting my time? What the fuck? I was just baited into this. I didn't know any of this spooky boost. Or to be more specific, characters will say what they will be in the Standard League. Yeah. So Path of Exile is very much season based. So every whatever 3 months or whatever, it's a new season and you start a new character. There's something new in the game and everybody starts from scratch. So not having a character is not a big issue. Why am I getting this bullshit reward fences? And those who enjoy the endgame easily make 20 plus characters per league. What the fuck? I usually play at least 5 to endgame. What the?
Unrelenting and unyielding
Jesus Christ, man. Do you know if I'm gonna get ascendancy out of this Ventus or if this just for
not to die.
just for loot? Because if it's just for loot, I'm gonna feel a little bit cheated when I don't even want the loot it's offering. I will. Nice. Anyone play Genshin? I played it a little bit, but I never really got into it. Seems like quite a good game though. It also seems like a very big game at this point. But the graphics are insane. I used it as a showcase when we were making mobile games to show what is really possible on mobile devices. But they also, like, they did have a little bit of a different budget.
I need more mana.
Played a bit with your ex. Oh shit, then it's a tainted game. Now you can never go back. It's great they need more multiplayer stuff though. I've played it too much. My understanding with Genshin is mostly it's like a single player gacha game. And then you can see other people in the towns and such, but
We are only
it's
getting
not
started.
primarily multiplayer. You don't really like it anyway, it's not your style. Fair enough. Does these things change the bonus at all? Or like the loot? But at least I'm getting something better now. Masters grant no flask and charm charges on death. Fuck that shit. Pyramid objects appear projecting 4 rotating lasers that inflict corrupted blood on hit. Oh, god damn it. An ancient Val machination will deploy attacks against nearby intruders. Oh lord. So it's just, do you want cancer 1, 2, or 3? It pretends to be, but there's nothing to do with multiplayer. It's like a chill game to play when I need my brain to switch off.
Axolotl sends its
Yeah.
regards.
And I think what Genshin Impact has done is really smart. It looks like a multiplayer game, and it kind of tastes like a multiplayer game, but it isn't a multiplayer game, and that just reduces their workload significantly. Which makes it much more realistic to finish developing it. Okay, so that seems pretty useless. What is this bullshit? Do I need to destroy? Okay. So this was the thing that I think I took. Guess I should have put stuff into a chest. Oh my god, more minion damage, let's go. There's so much they could do with it, they get so much money and they do nothing. I played it every day basically for a year, but I didn't pay anything and I am annoyed at them. But they are doing things, they're just not doing it in Genshin Impact. They're using that money and making a... What is that crane game called? I had it downloaded. That game is not good. I played it a little bit. I thought it was okay. And they're making some kind of Pokemon Animal Crossing, as far as I understand, which sounds cool. Yeah, Honkai Star Rail. That was the name of it. Not for you, sadly. Fair enough. And I guess that's... Wait, what do you mean? Wait, escort the statue? What are you talking about, escort the statue? So the thing jumping in the beginning, was I supposed to do something with it? I thought I just needed to kill everything. Oh. Oh my god, are you kidding me? It's kind of cool and quite annoying. Can't stop saying Genshin though, I'm hooked. What was it? KFC China, like China, KFC in China, and Genshin Impact had a collaboration or something, and it just became weird. There was some of them who tried to steal the cardboard cutouts of their favorite waifus. Luckily there were some normal people who stopped them. But I think KFC made a ton of money with that. Like there were lines like, yeah, like for multiple blocks and so on. There's just a million people trying to get it. Because I think you got some kind of special glider if you went and bought KFC. Buffs expire 3 times fast and debuffs expire 3 times slower, goddammit. Rings of Doom appear on the ground, which grow over time, exploding for physical damage once they reach a maximum area. Monsters gain 25% skill speed. I think that's the least cancer one. I don't want to dodge stuff. I like it, but not that much. Yeah. Some people like it that much. Am I supposed to talk to you? No. So let's go down here and then we're good.
I'd be wary of its breath if I were you.
Oh, okay, so that's the boss now.
Grant you a death per head.
I'm supposed to be up there, I guess. I thought it would come down here. It's quite a foreshadowing. Oh lord. Oh shit. I was right into the fire. Yeah. Are we going to another area now and fighting? Okay, I don't really want to be in that fire, Jesus Christ. Is that gonna go away or is that just permanent? Wait, can I just shoot at it from up here? This fire does way too much damage for me to want to run through it. Oh god.
I need more time. Obey me.
Oh, okay, I can actually come down over here.
More mana.
Yeah. So are you still up here, or did you go somewhere else? Okay, I think he went somewhere else. No. Like, no worries, Spooky Boost. I like an active chat. It's much better having an active chat than having to talk to myself. Isn't this basically just a dude that I killed earlier as well, but now in a different arena? So I don't really understand this fight. He just keeps running away, and then am I supposed to chase? But it doesn't make sense for me to chase him.
Now!
So 50%. I don't want to go down into that. I don't want to go over there. It's just so many places I don't want to go. And I don't want to go down this way because then that bullshit is there. So now we just wait until he comes back. Or I can go somewhere without being frozen. So we can attack him from up here? That seems fair. Holy shit. Can we steal him as a new minion? We can try. So we can go over here and attack him again? Yeah, sure, why not? Like, I'm so concerned with this, it just feels like it's a bait. Okay. So now I'm pretty much stuck in here. I don't like this. I'm gonna get out of here. I think it's okay to take a little bit of fire damage to get over and get free damage on him. Oh my god, 4k damage. He's gonna be dead very soon. Okay, it is kind of abusive. And dead. Easy.
Chaos certainly has a strong imagination.
I wonder what other pets we're gonna get later.
About time.
as a stash up here, right? Right? What the fuck?
No.
So these are all the things. It doesn't really make sense to identify just to throw them away, but that's what we're gonna do. What are the other minion
A
options?
trial well completed. Approach the altar and claim your reward.
Ooh. Nice! 2 ascendancy points. Maximum mana is replaced by maximum infernal flame. When high infernal flame, you and your allies in your presence gain 20% of damage as fire damage. That sounds really good. Oh yeah. +1 to max spirit per 25 max life. That's not gonna be that big of a deal right now. %25 of cold damage taken as fire damage, as chaos damage. Okay. I don't understand that. Max life increase spell damage grants demon form. I think we need demon form. I will look at the other minion options in a second, Spooky. Maximum mana is replaced by maximum infernal flame. Gain infernal flame instead of spending mana for skill cost. Okay. Take maximum life and energy shield as fire damage when infernal flame reaches max. Lose all infernal flame on reaching max infernal flame. 10% of infernal flame lost per second if none was gained in the last 2 seconds. Okay, so that way I will no longer have to worry about mana while on high infernal flame. Okay, so then I need to micro this. I'm not gonna do that. Let's be honest, that's not gonna happen. But again, getting 3 max life and this doesn't make a big difference, so I need 2 more for it to really matter. So I can just
Power
not do
of
it.
chaos flows through me.
We can have... it's probably better to do... Okay. So minion-wise, we can have skeletal warriors, skeletal snipers, the arsonist we're using, then the zombies we're also using. We can also have frost mages, and we can have skeletal reavers. So
Skeletal frost mages deal high cold damage but have low life. They can be commanded to unleash a powerful frost explosion. Skeletal reavers are aggressive skeletons that can become enraged. Command them to enrage and they will become stronger and faster as they attack, but will be drained of life.
and then we have skeletal storm mages, which I don't know what does. And we have skeletal brutes. Summons hard-hitting reviving skeletal brutes that can stun primed enemies. What does primed enemy? Normal enemies are primed for stun when they have at least 40% heavy stun build-up. Magic enemies are instead primed with 6. Yeah. So skeletal storm mages that can call down a lightning storm on dead skeletons on command, huh? And then skeletal cleric that heal other minions and revive fallen skeletons. This sounds fun. What does bone offering do? While the spike remains, the shield impales a skeleton on a bone spike to shield your minions while the spike remains. The shield absorbs all damage from the next hit each minion takes, then explodes. The bone spike is itself a minion and shields itself. If it dies, shields on your other minions disappear. I don't know. I don't know how strong this is. What is the explosion? 80 to 120 physical damage. Soul offering. Impale the skeleton on a bone spike, granting you a powerful spell damage buff as long as the spike remains. Does not affect your minions, so this is just noise. We would never use this. What does this do? Cursed enemies take 1% more damage? Nah, not really worth it. I think we just do more Arsonist. So let's see, we have 8 spare spirit now. And then if we get this to level 10, now we have 22. I can almost get another one. Okay, let's go back to town. We're just gonna teleport. Who did one?
What have you learned? Thank you.
Let's see. I had something with targets that I can salvage, right? Oh, should I use this instead? No, it doesn't give shield. No. I think mine is better. It's gonna be salvage.
It's not time to kill them all. Yet.
Yet.
Welcome. Take your time.
This is just noise.
I'll take it.
This could be kind of cool. Highly colossal mana flask of the endless. Restores 165. Fair enough. It is a lot better than what I have.
I'll take it.
Ah, shit. Stretchy time. Let's see how stretchy I can get. I'm gonna try to touch my toes again. I think that's a good baseline. Oh my god. Almost there, just 20 to 30 centimeters more. It burns so much, like behind my knees. Nearly, we're getting there. Wait, you might actually be even less flexible than I am. Yeah, bro, my spine is metal. Like, just no matter what. If you want to know how inflexible I am, just try to do anything without bending your lower back. Then you know what I can't, like, what it's like being me.
I'll take it.
Like, being more flexible than me isn't a huge flex. But I'm happy you are.
It's idea.
Modifies an item unpredictably and corrupts it. This is how I lost my best item in Path of Exile 1.
Don't drink the water.
And pretty much why I stopped playing. Adds a support gem circuit to a skilled... Oh, wait, what? That's the thing I need. Well, it is for me. You might be the first person I can beat in flexibility. I'm happy about that, bro. So, adds a support gem circuit to a skill gem with 2 support gem circuits. So what? Which skill do I want to add a support gem for? Could even look at a level 2 support gem. Arsonist maybe? Like since that is 90% of our damage. We need to add in some yoga. That could be cool. I have no idea how to do any yoga though. A wildfire? Ignites inflicted threats to others. I don't know how strong Ignite is. Fire penetration. We need fucking fire penetration on the Arsonist. Support skills penetrate 30% fire resistance. Let's get that. I think that's the only realistic choice here. Support skills consume enemy fully broken armor to deal 50%. I know. Feeding Frenzy. Support skills deal 30% more damage and take 20% more damage. Don't we have that on the Raging Spirit already? No, we took the Infernal Legion instead. So I think we're gonna take the fire penetration. Vinces, how does fire resistance stack in Path of Exile? So I'm already using the curse to remove 40%. Then does it first apply to 40% and then 30%? Or does it become 70%? So let's because if it first applies one and then the other, that's worse than 70% upfront. Actually not sure about that, but I think it first lowers enemy risk or whatever it is, then penetrates. Oh, it penetrates, I didn't see that. Well, I did, but I didn't understand the difference, I guess. Penetration causes the specified amount to be subtracted from the target's corresponding resistance when determining the damage they take from a hit to a minimum of 0. Since penetration only affects hits and applies to the target's defensive stats rather than your own offensive stats, it does not affect damage with ailments. Okay. I think this is still the choice. Feeding Frenzy is also kind of cool. They take 20% more damage. I don't understand how to use this. Adds a support gem circuit to a skill gem with 2 support gem circuits. Oh my god. Yes. So if enemy has 50% fire rate, it would be 50 times 70 times. Yeah. That's what I was thinking as well. Thank you, Pintus. But it's probably still worth it. Now we need to go back to that wet lines. Okay. We're almost at the 6-hour mark. Jesus, time flies. Okay. I think we're gonna call it for today. Thank you all for joining. It's been really fun. And special shout out to Boris, who gifted 10 subs, and Spooky Boost, who gifted 1 sub. And extra shout out to Spooky Boost for all the bits. It's always fun. I like those voice things and such. Yeah, those voice lines are so fun. I'm having a great time with them. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll see you again tomorrow. Until then, take care. Bye.